I traveled to the Soviet Union in October of 1988. It was an underground visit, which meant that although my visa said tourist, I had another agenda. I was sent to give concerts and to meet with Soviet Jews and Refuseniks whenever possible. I had several concerts during that trip, and they were all held in small Soviet apartments where the people lived, because at that time the Jews in the cities, particularly Moscow, Leningrad, were not allowed to rent a public space to hold a public meeting. So we met in these small concerts. Word got out very quickly to people, and the concerts were always full. And I remember in the last concert that I gave in this trip, there were about 50 people crammed into this small flat in Moscow. And we sang for over 3 hours songs in Hebrew, Yiddish, Ladino. And I've never seen people respond to the music the way that they did. Those who knew the music sang with such passion. It was unbelievable. And those who didn't know the songs sat there for those many hours, and their eyes were gleaming and their faces were smiling, and it felt like for that amount of time we were not in this oppressive Soviet capital, but we were in a world of Jewish warmth and Jewish freedom, where we could say what we wanted to and sing what we wanted to without fear. When people asked me about my experiences there, asked me if I would go back, I told them I would go in a minute, because I realized as a Jewish folk singer I had a tremendous contribution to make. That music made a difference. It was a key to the sparking of this Jewish identity. 4 months later, I was invited to return to the Soviet Union to participate in the historic dedication of the Solomon Mikhail's Jewish Cultural Center in Moscow. So I was back on a plane, singing at the dedication, where Hebrew was heard for the first time openly in over 50 years. Following that, I performed in the concert halls of Moscow and Leningrad in the first officially government-sanctioned Jewish cultural tour, where we played to over 3,000 people at a time. So here, at one point, I was looking over my shoulder, arranging concerts clandestinely, in a way, in small apartments, fitting in as many people as we could. And the next performance, the next trip, was in Tchaikovsky Hall in Moscow, a 3,000-seat auditorium. And the concerts were sold out, which led me to believe that although people hadn't had a connection for so many years with their culture and their background, given the opportunity, they raced to become a part of it, to find out what it was all about.